Hey everyone, thinking about a career in auto repair? You might want to buckle up because it's about to get a whole lot more interesting than just fixing cars.
It really is. We're talking about a field that's on the leading edge of a tech revolution.
In this deep dive, we're going to check out some articles on the future of auto repair. And you know what?
What's that?
It's looking like a pretty future-proof career path.
It absolutely is. And one of the most exciting things is the huge need for skilled technicians. I mean, a serious shortage.
So you're saying there's not a ton of competition for these jobs? That's not something I hear very often these days?
Nope, not at all. And it's only going to get more intense. One article I read talked about a shop owner who's been searching for a qualified technician for over a year.
Wow.
He's offering great pay and still no luck. The demand is outpacing the supply, something like 5 to 1.
A 5 to 1 ratio. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay, I can see why you're saying it's a secure career, but let me be honest. I'm not exactly a computer whiz.
Right?
Is this even a good fit for someone like me?
That's a really common misconception. You don't need to be a coding genius to thrive in this field. The tech is there to help you, not to replace you.
Okay, that's a relief. So what kind of tech are we talking about? Like, what's changed?
Well, for starters, computerized diagnostic tools are a game changer.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those.
They can hook right into a car's computer system and pull real-time data. So we're talking pinpointing problems way faster than ever before.
Hold on. So instead of spending hours trying to figure out what's wrong, these tools just tell you.
Pretty much. They can read error codes and analyze sensor data. They can even give you insight into how the engine's performing.
So it's less about turning wrenches and more about being like a high-tech detective.
Exactly. And it gets even more advanced. We're now seeing AI being integrated into these systems.
AI, like the stuff they use in self-driving cars, I'm not sure I'm following. What does AI have to do with fixing my car?
It's pretty amazing, actually. AI can sift through tons of data from the car's sensors and computer. And get this, it can predict potential problems before they even happen.
Wait, so you're saying cars can now predict their own breakdowns? That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It kind of is. The AI can spot patterns in the data that might indicate a part's wearing out or about to fail.
So technicians can fix these issues before they become major problems? That's incredible.
Exactly. Talk about preventative maintenance.
Okay, so AI-powered diagnostics. What other futuristic tech are we talking about?
Another game changer is augmented reality, or AR. Imagine you put on these AR glasses and have repair instructions projected right onto the car.
Wait, seriously? Like a step-by-step guide right there in front of me?
It's already happening. AR allows techs to see 3D models, schematics, and even virtual arrows guiding them through complex repairs.
Wow, okay, you've convinced me. This is way more high-tech than I imagined. But what about 3D printing? How does that fit into auto repair?
3D printing is making a huge impact. Let's say you need a part that's rare or no longer made.
I'm guessing that means weeks of searching and a crazy price tag.
Not necessarily. With 3D printing, you can print the part right there in the shop.
No way.
It saves time and money and opens up a ton of possibilities.
So it's safe to say the days of simple fixes and greasy wrenches are gone.
They're definitely evolving. While basic skills are still important, today's auto tech needs to understand how all this tech works.
All right, I'm sold on all the cool tech.
Yeah.
But what skills do I actually need to succeed?
That's the key question. You'll need a mix of both traditional and high-tech skills.
Okay, break it down for me.
First, you'll need a strong foundation in technical proficiency. That means traditional mechanics, but also electronics and computer systems.
So a blend of old and new.
Exactly. You need to understand how the mechanical and electrical systems work together.
And I'm guessing analytical skills are important too, right? We're talking high-tech detective work here.
Absolutely. You need to use those high-tech tools to figure out complex issues and come up with the best solutions.
So adaptability and willingness to learn are crucial, especially with how fast this field is changing.
You're right on the money. The auto industry is constantly evolving, so continuous learning is a must.
It sounds like it's more than just a job. It's a commitment to always learning and growing.
It is, but don't let that scare you. It's incredibly rewarding to be on the cutting edge in such a dynamic field.
I can definitely see the appeal. So we've talked about all these technical skills. Are there other important qualities?
Yeah, a couple that are often overlooked. Communication and customer service.
Wait, really? I thought this was about working on cars, not people.
You're right, you'll spend a lot of time under the hood, but you also need to be able to explain things to customers.
So translate all that tech jargon into something anyone can understand.
Precisely. Building trust with customers by explaining things clearly and simply is really important. Good communication sets you apart.
That makes a lot of sense. So clear communication, excellent customer service, and a passion for learning are all crucial, along with the technical know-how. Anything else?
One last thing, and it's a big one. Attention to detail.
Yeah, one wrong move when you're dealing with all those intricate parts could be disastrous.
You got it. Precision matters in this field. Even a small oversight can have big consequences. Having a sharp eye for detail and doing things right the first time are super important.
Okay, got it. So to sum it up, we've got technical proficiency, problem solving, adaptability, communication, customer service, and attention to detail. That's a lot, but it sounds like those skills will set you up for success in this field.
Absolutely. And the best part is there are so many career paths depending on your interests and strengths. We'll talk more about those in a bit. But first, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money.
You read my mind. What kind of earning potential are we talking about here?
Well, it depends on your experience, location, specialization, and who you work for.
Okay, but give me a general idea. What's the average salary?
The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the median salary was about $47,800 in May 2023.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there's potential to earn more.
For sure. Starting salaries are typically around $30,500, but experienced techs with specialized skills can earn way more.
How much more are we talking?
Some highly skilled techs, especially those working with electric or autonomous vehicles, can make over $77,000 a year.
Wow, over $77,000. That's impressive for a job that doesn't require a 4-year degree.
Exactly.
So you're saying if you're good at what you do and specialize, you can make a really great living.
That's right. And as cars become more complex, those salaries are likely to keep rising.
Okay, I'm definitely seeing why this is a future-proof career. It's high-tech, it pays well, and there's a lot of room to grow.
Exactly. And we haven't even talked about all the different career paths yet. From the classic mechanic roles to specializing in electric or autonomous vehicles, there's something for everyone.
Well, you've definitely got my attention. Tell me more about these different career paths. What are my options?
Let's start with the traditional route, the automotive service technician.
That's your classic mechanic.
Yep. They handle routine maintenance, diagnose, and repair mechanical and electrical systems and conduct inspections. It's a great foundation.
What if I'm more into body work?
Then you might consider becoming a collision repair technician.
So they're the ones fixing all the dents and dings.
They do a lot more than that. They repair and restore damaged vehicles. That includes straightening or replacing body panels and doing structural work. It takes a lot of skill and precision.
That sounds pretty cool. What about all the electrical systems in cars these days? Is there specialists for that?
Absolutely. Automotive electricians specialize in diagnosing and repairing electrical systems. Everything from headlights to alarm systems, starter motors, and all those complex wires.
So if you love electronics, that's a good path to take.
Perfect for anyone who enjoys working with electrical systems and is good at troubleshooting.
Now, let's say I'm not really someone who wants to get their hands dirty, but I'm still interested in this world. What are my options?
You could become a service advisor.
What do they do?
They're the link between customers and the technicians. They explain the repairs, give estimates, and make sure everything runs smoothly.
So it's a more customer-facing role that needs strong communication skills.
Exactly. You need to explain those technical things in a way that anyone can understand, answer questions, and handle any concerns.
Okay, that sounds interesting. What about becoming an automotive engineer?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were talking about fixing cars, not designing them.
Right. Engineers mainly design, develop, and test cars. But their work's closely tied to the repair side, too.
How so?
Engineers need to understand how their designs will be repaired and maintained. They often work with techs to get feedback to make sure repairs can be done efficiently.
So you can combine a passion for cars with a more technical approach.
Exactly. And it's a career path with great earning potential.
I'm starting to see all the different possibilities, but let's be honest, everyone wants to know, where do electric and self-driving cars fit into all of this?
That is the question, isn't it? And it's becoming more and more important.
So tell me, what does the future of auto repair look like with electric and self-driving cars?
One thing's for sure, it's going to be even more high-tech and specialized.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Electric vehicles, or EVs, require a whole new set of skills. Technicians need to understand high-voltage systems, battery tech, and charging infrastructure.
So it's not just about swapping out an engine for a battery.
Not even close. It's way more complex than that. You need to know how to diagnose battery problems, replace electric motors, and make sure the whole electrical system is working right.
Okay, so it's a specialized field within a specialized field. What about autonomous vehicles? How do those change things?
Autonomous vehicles, or AVs, rely on tons of complex technologies like sensors, AI, and machine learning.
Are you saying mechanics of the future might need to know how to code?
It's definitely possible. Techs working on AVs will need to understand at least the basics of software and how those systems work. They might even need to troubleshoot code.
That's wild. So if you want to be at the forefront of the industry, specializing in EVs or AVs is the way to go.
Those are definitely the areas with the most growth and opportunity. The demand for skilled technicians is only going to increase.
I'm sold. Auto repair is not just a job. It's the future of transportation. But let's say I'm ready to take the plunge. What's the best way to prepare?
That's a great question. And the good news is there are a lot of different paths you can take.
Like what?
One of the best ways to start is through an apprenticeship.
You mean like learning from an experienced mechanic?
Exactly. Apprenticeships combine on-the-job training with classroom instruction, so you can learn while getting paid.
So you get paid to learn. That's a sweet deal.
It's a great way to gain experience and build connections.
Okay, what about a more formal education? Are there schools for auto repair?
Absolutely. Tons of technical schools and community colleges offer programs to prepare you for a career in this field.
Do employers prefer to hire people with formal training?
It can definitely give you an edge. Those programs give you a strong foundation in all the essentials.
Okay, so apprenticeships and formal education are both good options. Anything else I should consider?
Definitely. Look for educational partnerships between industry groups and schools.
What are those?
These partnerships often offer things like scholarships, internships, and co-op programs.
So it's a great way to get a head start and maybe save some money on tuition.
Exactly.
This is all really great info. Before we move on, I want to talk about military veterans. They often have skills that would translate well to this field, right, Doug?
You're absolutely right. All branches of the military have vehicle technician programs. So vets often enter the civilian workforce with strong technical skills discipline and a knack for teamwork.
They sound like ideal candidates.
They are. And a lot of employers actively seek out vets for these roles.
That's awesome. So to wrap this up, if you're thinking about a career in auto repair, there are tons of options. Apprenticeships, formal education industry partnerships, and military experience can all lead to a great career.
And don't forget, the need for skilled techs is only going to grow. So the job security and earning potential are fantastic.
Well, there you have it. If you're looking for a career that's both challenging and rewarding with lots of room to grow, auto repair might be the perfect fit.
It just might be.
And who knows? You might even find yourself working on the next generation of electric or self-driving cars. Now that's exciting.
Definitely exciting times ahead.
So we've talked about all the amazing technology and the skills you need to succeed as an auto tech.